Last night, yet again, former President Trump was missing from the Republican debate stage. Instead of sparring with his rivals, he held a rally mere miles away. CBS News political director Fin Gómez joins us now. Fin, let's begin, though, with a clip from CBS News contributor Enrique Acevedo. He interviewed former President Trump this week for Univision.
This week, you were in New York in court. Today, you're facing 4 indictments in multiple jurisdictions. Are you concerned that you might win the Republican nomination only to be forced to drop out of the race?
Well, I don't think you drop out. I think the people know it's a political persecution. It's a political hoax. This is Biden, who's the worst president in the history of our country. We've never had a president so dumb, so incompetent, and so corrupt.
Fin, that's from Univision, the latest conversation with former President Trump. He wasn't on the debate stage. What do you make of his rally that unfolded as the debate took place?
Another example of his counter-programming, another example of him and his team believing that he doesn't need to debate the rest of the Republican field because he's so far ahead. And the fact that it was just a few miles away, frankly, 30 minutes away in Hialeah, Florida, it was two things. One, to tweak Ron DeSantis because it's in his backyard. And another thing is that he saw they've been talking about this within the internally about his numbers with like Latino voters. You know, you saw some of those polls from earlier in the week. It's something they want to tout. They think there's some support erosion, if you will, from the Biden folk. These voters switching sides, and he wants to highlight that. The
presidential race is at such a fluid moment right now. We just talked with David M. Drucker and Leanne Caldwell about how Senator Joe Manchin might run no labels. You got Cornel West, independent. RFK Jr., independent. Who else might jump in? Dean Phillips just jumped in. No one thought he was going to run. Now he's in the race for the Democratic nomination. As political director of CBS News, how do you map it all out, all of these different threads that are spooling around the country, politically speaking?
I think we could see something like potentially like 1992 when there's like a Ross Perot type figure, maybe multiple folks coming
multiple Perots?
Yeah, multiple Perots. This might be a multiple Perot like cycle.
In the sense of a year of an outsider ethic.
Because of the collective dissatisfaction that we have seen for both, this hypothetical matchup happening again, this rematch happening again that we saw in 2020. And that's what No Labels has talked about. If they see a rematch, they likely will put out a ticket, essentially, from the center, they say. And Joe Manchin, Larry Hogan, the former governor of the Republican governor of Maryland, could possibly be on that ticket. I mean, I think you could see that.
You could, for sure. 1992 is a fascinating thing to look back on because Pat Buchanan runs against George H.W. Bush in the Republican primary, hurts Bush.
Right.
You have Ross Perot running, drops out, comes back into the race. If Joe Manchin gets in, if the West Virginia senator gets in and run, let's say No Labels, as the top of the No Labels ticket, so many Democrats are alarmed today that would pull from President Biden. Mm-hmm. But that's an assumption. And as you know, we've discussed many times here, my motto is assume nothing.
Right.
And if former President Trump's convicted next year, maybe Manchin provides an option for centrist Republicans who don't love the idea of voting for someone who's facing prison time. So how do you see whether an independent candidate, whether it's Cornel West, Bobby Kennedy Jr., Senator Joe Manchin, if he gets in, do they pull necessarily from just President Biden? Or when you're talking to your Trump sources, you're well-sourced there, are they worried, for example, not just about Senator Manchin, but maybe about Kennedy and how his position on vaccines could pull some Republican voters in?
I would argue I'm well sourced with the Biden camp too. I mean, they do believe that Dean Phillips.
I believe you broke the news of the Biden campaign manager. Let it.
Yeah, absolutely right. And I do think that.
Let it be known.
Let it be known.
I was just making a point
like
about the Trump sources.
I'm gonna put an exclamation point on that now. But no.
He's well sourced across the board.
As are you. But they believe the Biden camp do believe that the No Labels potential ticket.
If it happens.
If it's like a Manchin-Hogan thing, they do think that you could see something that we saw in Arizona during the midterms, right?
But are the Trump people alarmed about Kennedy?
RFK Jr., yes.
They are?
They are. They are.
So what are they going to do about it?
But well, I mean, you've already seen that they are doing some back channeling. You know, it's kind of this back channeling against a potential RFK Jr. candidacy. You've seen some of that. Some of the Trump supporters on X, on social media platforms, already coming out and criticizing RFK Jr. for some of his some of the statements that he said previously, very like progressive statements that he said. So there was a Q poll, Quinnipiac poll that we saw recently that showed that he could pull some support from a potential from Trump, you know, potentially, and also, but at the same time, if Manchin polls, let's say Manchin, like we're speaking hypothetically here, but if Manchin polls support from Biden, from that center, you know, soft partisans, but also, I mean, you know, we could see multiple Perot's. Right?
Multiple Perot's. We'll end it there. Fin Gómez, thank you so much.